Today is January 21st, 2025. It has almost been 2 weeks since Cookie was put to sleep. It's 7:55 p.m., so in about 5 minutes it will have been 2 full weeks. For a recap, we got Cookie May 7th, 2022, at about 8 weeks old. Early in life, he was diagnosed with a heart murmur. In December of 2024, we found him laying under the Christmas tree with weight loss, lethargy, yellowing, pale gums, and the next day we took him to an ER. Basically every medical level he could have, red blood cell count, white blood cell count, platelets, etc. were terrible. They started him on 0.4 milliliters of doxycycline and 5 milligrams of prednisolone twice a day. Every 12 hours, twice a day. For 5 weeks, Cookie improved. On May 7th, 2025, he went for a vet appointment, just a checkup, and their only concern was his CBC count. It was at 26%, and they wanted it at 30%. So they said they wanted to do some more tests at a later date to hopefully figure out what was wrong with him. And he came home. About 2 hours later, I woke up, got ready, gave him a quick kiss, and said, "I'll love you, I'll be back." And at 12:20, I left the house. I got back at around 3:50, and he was sitting on my brother's bed, mouth open, struggling to breathe, so we quickly took him to another ER. The vets there said that Cookie was in heart failure, that he likely had Evans syndrome and a weak heart from birth, and that the medications made his heart worse. They said with everything he had gone through, they thought it was time to discuss putting him to sleep. It would take $2,000 to $3,000 to hospitalize him, with no guarantee the medicine would work, and it could take anywhere from 6 to 12 hours for the medicine to kick in, so he'd be struggling to breathe the whole time. So January 7th, 2025 at 8 p.m., I made the hardest choice to put my baby boy to sleep. And for those that know the dates and the math, he wasn't even 3 years old yet. He was about 2 years old and 10 months. A couple days later, I was able to talk to his primary vet. I was able to sit down and talk to her about what happened and what she thought. She did not think it was Evans syndrome. She said either what took him was heart disease or a blood clot in his lungs. If it was the blood clot in his lungs, there was nothing anyone could do about it. That was just it. No solution there. If it was heart disease, the optimistic outlook for treating a cat with heart disease is a year. Now it's more like a couple of months, realistically. But he would have to be on several medications and get constant vet appointments and checkups. And from my own research, cats with heart failure may need fluid drains for their lungs. And she said that their quality or the patients she does have with heart disease are not as happy, which I inferred from her to mean that they were miserable. So, really, there was nothing I could do. He got dealt a really shitty hand, and I couldn't save him, despite trying everything, and really wanting to bring him back home that night. I'm just waiting for the clock. Sorry about that. I have an alarm set for 8 o'clock every day. And apparently when an alarm goes off, it stops recording. That's fun to know. Thank you, Apple. It has officially been 2 weeks since Cookie was put to sleep. Oh, 1 second. I gotta check the recording and everything now. I don't know if it changed my settings. Okay, I'm back. I had to clear some storage and everything. But, yeah. There was no choice I could have made to save him. And looking back on it, the only real decision I was technically given was when he would pass. If he had a blood clot and we tried to save him, good chance he likely would have died overnight, and I wouldn't have been there. Had it been heart disease and we started treating it, he likely would have passed a little bit later, assuming the meds did anything for him. And there was no guarantee I would be home. So by putting him to sleep, I at least could be there to be with him when he went. I guess it's time for some updates on things. Today is Tuesday, so according to his vet, this would be the day that final gift would pick him up for cremation. So sometime next week I should be getting him back home. What's left of him, anyways. It's a weird topic, but taxes. I filed all that stuff, and it's a good thing I'm getting a refund because I owe a lot of money for all those vet bills, especially his emergency bill, which was the day he passed. It was like $560 something. And his cremation with all the little things like the paw prints and everything was like $620 or something. I don't know. And then his it's just a lot of money. So refund is good because that'll help pay for my credit cards and everything. I've been debating cleaning the room. It's just difficult to get rid of everything because that's just another trace of him gone. I don't even have his urn yet. Projects have been difficult. I work on a lot of things in my free time, but it's hard because the last time I really worked on any of them was when he was still here. I even checked the last edit dates, and they were January 6th. Because the day he went, I woke up and immediately left the house, came back, and immediately took him to the ER. And that was my day. So it's been hard to work on them knowing that the last time they were touched, he was still here. Ultimately what I did so I could work on them again was I made a copy. I took the originals and I put them away and I made copies to edit. So the originals will just be forever frozen in time. But not a second passing. Just the way he and I both left them. Tomorrow, we should be getting a package for the Feel Away to help with Lucy's stress. I got like the extra calming one, I think. And there should be an outlet behind the bed that I can plug it into. And hopefully that'll settle her down. So, with the refund and all, it should be easier to pay for future vet bills like getting Posey spayed and getting Lucy checked out. I don't know if I dreamed this last night or if I had just thought of it and I was very tired, so I kind of blurred, but I remember somewhat. at least visualizing Cookie. And he bumped his head into mine, and I kissed him a little bit, and that's all I really got. I don't know if it was a dream, or if, like I said, I was just like half asleep and thought of it or what, but what I hope was that was him visiting me and I got to give him a little love before he went back. And I'm still waiting on my true, genuine dream where I get to see him again. Maybe when his urn gets here. One of the hard parts about this that I think people don't talk much about is how hard it is to take it all away. Like, for example, I've talked about this multiple times now, but right here. Old clean clothes I took out of my dresser while sorting through it, and I put them on the floor for a moment, and Cookie enjoyed sitting here, so I just left it for him. Now he's gone. So naturally I should clean it all up, throw it all out, because it's all worn down clothing, but it's hard to do it. Same with the floor here. I need to vacuum and sweep and Swiffer and just generally clean it, but it's hard to do that knowing that it's not the floor he was on anymore. Any traces he left, any little spots he sat on will just be cleaned away. The scent of him will be gone. It's like that for a lot of things, like the sheets on my bed, my blanket, the pillowcases. Sorry, there's just... That's what I was putting on. It's hard to... I know I have to do it eventually. I have to clean everything eventually. It's just hard to do it knowing that once I do it, that's the traces of him gone. Poof, just like that. Any scent he left, any fur he left will just disappear. And then it'll be like he was never there. And with my bathrobe right here, he liked to knead on it. Sometimes when I wore it, he would come up and he would, make his little biscuits. Once I throw it in the wash, any fur he left, where he would, hold it in his mouth and everything gets washed clean. And it's like he never did it. That's the hard part. Knowing that at some point you have to clean all this stuff up. Pillowcases need to be washed, blankets need to be washed, bathrobes need to be washed, the floor has to be cleaned. But just not wanting to because I don't want to let go. Knowing that with each clean thing, there's less and less of him here. The same thought with the projects and why I made the copy instead of just editing over them, because although I may never look at the ones now frozen in time, but I at least know they're there, frozen at that last moment when he was still here, like nothing ever happened afterwards. Like if I could just not clean anything in here, then it would permanently be the place he was in. But his scents will, the scent he left behind will disappear. The fur he left, any claw clippings or other stains he left will just disappear. And at some point I'll walk back into here and there will be no trace of him anywhere. Not on the floor, not in my bed. And it's hard. Because I shouldn't have to let him go. He should still be here, you know? He should still be right here. My little boy. My sweet little baby boy should still be right here with me. And I know that it's unsanitary to leave the room uncleaned. I've still done the litter box and everything because the other cats need that to be done, but it's just hard to make that step towards removing things that are still a reminder of him. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Forever. Just like why I made so many copies of his photos and videos. I can't take the chance of losing them, because I'll never get any more. I'm still not even satisfied with all the backups that I've made. I need to make digital ones, or cloud ones, so in case anything happens to my computer, I can access them anyways. I'm actually gonna start that process right now. I'm thinking about it because I'm already thinking of it. So. Oh no, there's no space on this though. One second, I'm just gonna put this real quick. How big is this folder? That's it. 3.1 gigs. 3.21 gigs. That's not big at all. I thought it was going to be huge. 600 files in it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Folder upload. Take a while, but then I'll always have it. And as for a general update on Lucy, I think the blanket's been working, keeping the other cats out, so they don't drive her nuts. Like I said, the feed away should get here tomorrow, so I'll plug it in and hopefully it'll help with her stress. My mom is getting a new cat for the household. It wasn't my choice, obviously. I don't, you know how it can be. I don't get a say. Even though we have a lot of cats that we already kind of struggle to take care of, I don't have the choice. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Even though I would not have done it yet. But who am I to argue with the people that own the house? So. She looks like a Siamese cat. I think she's about 2, maybe a little older. From the story I've heard about her, she was found tied to the vet door and abandoned. We're thinking about a name. I suggested Hestia or Melano. Hestia because that's the Greek goddess of the hearth and home. So I thought it was fitting because the vets say she's a sweetheart. Or Melano just because it's a nice name, but it's kind of ominous. Ooh. And we already have a cat named Ares because he's a troublemaker and he's all about mischief, which I guess Loki would have fit better, but Ares it was. He's kind of an airhead, but you know. So, I guess I'll record the new cat and show her off too whenever she gets here. I go back to work soon, and I plan to pick up some candles and stuff so I can start building his altar for Cookie. Because he deserves the best, you know? I still have his toy, and I still have his blanket, and those are going to be a big part of it. I plan to get Lucy and Posey checked out as soon as I can, just for a general health update, just to see how they're doing. I guess that's about it. So I'll end with a message. I'll have 2 messages. One for you at home, and one for Cookie. For the people at home, thank you for watching. I think the YouTube algorithm is pushing things so hard because I've been uploading daily. Videos are getting like 80 views now, and it's like, nice. Doesn't matter to me if it's bots or actual people. I mean, what matters is that there's a good chance that at least one view is a person who now knows Cookie existed. It makes me happy knowing that his memory is being solidified. But my real message to you would be thank you, and please, go give your pet some love from me. A little pet, a little treat, let them on the couch or some other place you don't let them. Take a nice photo of them. You'll be happy you did later. You never know when they're gonna go, so you gotta love them all you can. And for my last message, it'll be for Cookie. Hi, Minnie Moo. Hi, Cookie. How's my baby boy? Are you enjoying the other side? I hope you are. I hope you're very happy over there. I hope you have everything you want and you need. If there's anything I can do, even though I'm here and not there, just let me know, and I'll do what I can. I hope you have all the blankets and toys and food and comfy places to sleep that you want, and all the hugs and snuggles and cuddles and kisses your little heart could desire. Someday I'll join you, and we'll be reunited, even if it takes a long time. I'll be there. I'll do what I can to join you. Not like that I'll do what I can to die. I mean, like, I'll do what I can to make sure I get to that side when it's my time. I don't know how the afterlife works. Maybe there's a bad place and a good place, or maybe there's just good. I don't know. I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that when it is my time that I end up on your side of things. I just hope you show me all the things you like. You're always gonna have a place here, in my heart and in my life. No matter where I am, no matter who I become, you're gonna have a place. There's always a place for my special little Cookie. You are the goodest boy I could have ever asked for. And one of the kindest, sweetest cats ever. I don't think I'll ever find a cat as sweet and snuggly as you. I don't think I'll ever find a cat that's willing to lounge in bed next to me until I wake up, or always wants to sit on my lap and cuddle. But maybe I'll be wrong. But I don't think there will ever be another Cookie, ever in my life. You were one of a kind, and you were truly perfect. I love you to the moon and back. I love you 2000. I love you with all those lines and sayings and phrases and more. My love for you is so much it can't ever be measured. I miss you, Cookie. I miss you, Minnie Moo. I love you with all of my heart and everything that I am, and ever will be, and ever have been, Cookie. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Hugs and kisses from me. I love you, Cookie.